The story which I'll be sharing today is about how Gautama Buddha actually turned a cold-blooded murderer into a sage. Okay, but before I start the story off, Pranam, Namaskaram, my name is Garret. My mission as a life coach is to help people realize their infinite potential by tapping into spirituality, the law of attraction, and Fengshui. I'm very blessed to be trained under a Himalayan yogi who's taught me the ways of the yogic teachings as well as spirituality, which is the whole umbrella of life. So before I start the story off, please make sure you guys remember to hit like, subscribe, and comment your learnings in the comment section below. And it's also always nice to know where you guys are tuning in from. Yeah, and I'm dedicated to make 4 videos a week to spread more light and positivity out there to the world. Okay, yeah, without further ado, let's head into the story. So there was this young man who lived in a very small town, and back then whenever we talk about young men, young people, right, they would always think that the world treats them unfairly, okay, because when he was living in this town, the villagers basically mistreated him, so he felt like he's very treated misfairly, okay, he's unfair, okay, and he decided that he should move out of the village. But before he actually moved out of the village, he made a vow and he swore that he would take revenge on this village, okay. And yeah, the vow that he made was to simply kill 101 people in this village. So what he made was he actually moved his house to the outskirts, and this outskirts is one of the entry and exit points, one of the exit points basically, okay. And yeah, he's moved his house to a wooden house out at the outskirts basically, okay, and he started off his killings one by one. So each time when he killed anyone, he would actually cut off their thumbs and wear it as a rosary over their neck, okay, over his neck, and he turned it basically into like a necklace. So he started killing one by one, okay. As through the years passed, okay, he managed to kill up to 100 people. Okay, people were afraid of him, and every time they hear of this name, and they did label this man, they turned him into what we call Angulimala. Okay, this is his nickname. Angulimala basically means that the man who wears fingers. Okay, because each time he killed anybody, he would cut his thumbs off and just wear it over his neck. Okay, so that's why they label him as Angulimala. So he's over through the years, he's managed to kill up to 100 people already, okay. And this time Gautama Buddha was actually just passing by this village, okay, and when passing by this village, he overheard this story from certain villagers that's talking in this village, and they all tried to stop Buddha from walking further. You see, they were telling Buddha, please, Buddha, please do not go further anymore, because there's this man Angulimala that's living in the outskirts of the village, okay, and he's really killed 100 people. We don't want you to be the 101, okay. This man is not somebody that you could simply just walk up and teach him how to meditate and teach him how to be kind and be under the Buddha's teaching, okay. So he told Buddha, the villagers told Buddha not to venture forward. So Buddha was very persistent that he should insist on going, because he said that this man has already killed 100 people. Let me be the one to stop him from, or let me fulfill the killing of 101. If I don't go, who would go? So that's what Buddha said, okay. So they were all hesitant to stop him, but Buddha was quite persistent that he should just go on with this walk towards Angulimala, okay. So Buddha started walking towards the outskirts of the village, okay. And Buddha just continued walking until he reached the wooden house, okay, and there stood on top of a rock, okay, there was Angulimala. He's actually just standing on top of the rock, and he was staring at Buddha slowly approaching him, okay. And yeah, when he saw Buddha approaching, he made a huge roar. He started to roar loudly, okay. So it's just that he wanted to scare whoever that is about to approach him, because that's how he would make people tremble in fear. Each time they hear him roar, it's a sign that he's there to kill somebody. Okay, so when he roared, Buddha did not respond. All Buddha did was just smile and continue walking. Okay, and Buddha smiled and looked at him and continued walking. Okay, so Angulimala decided to walk towards the front of Buddha, and he stopped Buddha. He said, "Who are you? Do you know who I am? Have you heard of me?" So Buddha just smiled. Buddha said, "Yes, I have heard a lot about you." "What about it?" he asked Angulimala. So Angulimala just said, "Do you know who I am?" And he showed Buddha his necklace, okay, his necklace of 100 fingers, okay, he showed Buddha. Then, I know who are you, okay. So Buddha just continued to smile and continued to walk, okay. So when he began to walk away, Angulimala stopped him again. Angulimala said, "What is this, man? Are you insane?" He said that, "Why are you going? He's asking Buddha, where are you going?" Okay. Buddha's response was, "I stopped going a very long time ago. Okay, my going is not. I'm no longer going. I'm arrived." Okay. So Angulimala was lost. Okay. After he heard Buddha's response, he was lost. Okay. So he responded, "What is this insane what is this insane response that you were trying to tell me? I'm standing here, I'm not moving, and you are moving away and you said that you've arrived. I'm standing here and you say that I'm going." Okay, Buddha said that I've already arrived, whereas you are still going somewhere. Okay, he told Angulimala that Angulimala is still going somewhere, whereas Buddha, who is walking, said that he's already arrived. So Angulimala got really confused, and he was quite lost, you see. And he said, "Are you insane? What are you trying to tell me?" He said that he told Buddha, "What are you trying to tell me? Are you insane? You are going somewhere, you are moving, yet you say that you've arrived. However, I'm standing here and you say that I'm going somewhere." So this time round, the Buddha was smiling further. Buddha said, "If you think that the reason why I say that you're going somewhere is because you are trying to fulfill, there's a fulfillment that you want just by killing people. You are trying your ways to fulfill your need to kill people, okay? And you think by killing somebody 101 that you could fulfill your sense of purpose." Okay, that's Buddha told him that. Okay, so Angulimala was lost. Angulimala was saying that, what are you trying to say? Please tell me more. He begged Buddha. Okay, please tell me more about what you're trying to say. So back then, of course, when Buddha continued to preach on further, Buddha said, "Fine, if you think that just by killing me, or just by killing somebody, and you could simply take their life, you could cut my head or you could cut my tongue, up to you. Why not cut my head and hang it around? It will be a nice pendant for your necklace of 101, right? So if you think it's so easy to just live a life full of fulfillment, then simply kill me, slash my throat, and just do whatever you want to me." It's basically Buddha told him that, just do whatever you want to me, okay? It doesn't really matter whether I'm here physically or not. That's what Buddha told Angulimala. Okay, so then Angulimala was very confused, because it's like Buddha is a man that is so not afraid of death. Okay, and when you are trying to kill somebody that's not afraid of death, you're not fulfilling your lust. You see, you're not fulfilling your lust of killing somebody. There's no pleasure of killing somebody that is not afraid of death. Okay, so he's very unhappy, he's upset, because it's like Buddha is somebody that is not afraid of death. Okay, so Buddha told him, when a person is simply not afraid of death, that's where he already arrived. Okay, he told Angulimala. Whereas for you, you are trying to get to somewhere by killing more and more people, up to 101 people. Okay, therefore, if you think that it's so easy, he said, if you think that fulfillment is so easy, okay, without any form of teachings, you can just slash my throat and live your life as fulfilled as you are. So that's what Buddha told him. Your difference and my difference is you are seeking fulfillment and I am simply fulfilled. That's what Buddha told Angulimala. Okay, and Angulimala got really confused. Okay, he's very he felt really bad right now. So Buddha said, you see, my life purpose is to help people fulfill their lives. That's what Buddha told Angulimala. So if you think that just by simply slashing my throat you could fulfill your life, then do it. It's simple. I don't even need to teach you anything. So this time round, Angulimala pleaded and felt really guilty. He actually kneeled down and he actually apologized to the Buddha. Okay, and this time round he became Buddha's what we call the star disciple. Okay, and Gautama Buddha decided to shave Angulimala's head off, and he made him one of his star disciples. He made him into a monk. So Gautama Buddha's monks are basically called bhikkhus. So bhikkhus are what we call in Sanskrit terms is actually beggars, literally. Okay, so he gave Angulimala a yellow robe, a cloth, and a begging bowl. Okay, so he wanted Angulimala to go back to the village, okay, to beg for food. Okay, so in a small village, killing 100 people means that almost every family has lost somebody. Okay, so this time round, Angulimala dressed in his robe and with the begging bowl went to the village. Okay, and he decided to go back for food. So as soon as the villagers saw him, they were all shocked and they ran back to their own terrace of their house. Okay, and they were trying to observe Angulimala, and they realized that Angulimala is no longer the man, the fierce man that they thought he was. They realized that he's tamed. Okay, and as soon as they realized that, they started to throw stones, rocks at him. Okay, and they started throwing more and more stones until all the bruises and bleeding all occurred in Angulimala's body. Okay, and as soon as the throwing of stones became more and more, right, Gautama Buddha came in and stopped them. He said that, stop, you guys are throwing an extension of me. Okay, so Buddha told them to stop. There's no point trying to kill a man, because this man is not worth for you guys to waste his life, because this man has in a very hard way came to self-realization. So he told them, do not kill him, okay, because he is an extension of me. So with that, Angulimala actually went on to become Buddha's very famous star disciple, and he went all over the country to spread Buddha's teaching. Okay, and his way of life, way of living, and Buddha's teaching all the way to the country. Okay, so in this story we basically learned that we learn about fulfillment. Okay, in the first place we think that fulfillment just by the physical, the material worlds, okay, the material gains. We think by, okay, let's take for instance, we talk about we say that education is gonna be a fulfillment for us. Okay, so we go into school and we complete our education, and once we complete the education, it feels like we felt like a fool. Okay, we basically felt like a fool, because the reason why we completed the education, after that we'll be thinking, how should I need to look for a job. Okay, I need to look for a job. So as soon as you get the job, you feel fulfilled. Okay, but only for a short while. After a short while, you start to think, where am I going to spend all this form of money? Okay, if I don't have any dream man or dream woman to share this money with, okay, then you will start to look for a dream man, dream woman, and then you start to realize that why do you feel like a fool again. So this thing will continue to grow on further, because what we are looking for is expansion, okay. And whenever you're just looking in the expansion of just material and physical materials, okay, this is gonna be a non-stop cycle, okay. You will always want more, want more, want more, you see. So if let's say you're given a title to rule, to be the king of this entire planet, you're gonna be looking at other planets. So that's what humans are, you see. And if you are a king of another planet, you'll be looking at the solar system, you see. So once you're king of the solar system, you'll be looking at other galaxies basically. So there will never be enough, because fulfillment is always gonna be inwards, you see. If you're always looking externally, you will never be fulfilled, see. So that is the moral of this story. So I hope that you've learned something from this video, and if you do, please make sure to comment your learnings in the comment section. Always remember that in our life, okay, if we constantly pursue just on the physical realms, we will never be satisfied. Know that when we start to learn inwards, okay, study how to be more fulfilled. Once fulfillment exists within you, you don't need to go and seek external, okay. Fulfillment is something, a state of being, okay. With that, I end off my video. Namaste.